trying to be real, right? So I've been having a hard time deciding on, is it right to put down little Grey? Is it not right? Is it selfish to put down little Grey? Is it about me? Is it about her? Is it right? Is it wrong? Oh my God, everyone has an opinion, right? And end of the day, it's up to Diego and I, mainly me, because I'm the one that's looking after her. And yes, it's definitely affecting my mental health. I'm up and down like an absolute yo-yo. And yeah, it's hard. It's hard to make a decision if it's right to put down a chicken. Like, putting down an animal. But like, I've put down dogs before. It's very difficult. But you have a, like, it's like a human, I guess, the condition, right? So it's easier to go, okay, well, we have to do this because, it's not going to get any better. With little Grey, I don't know. Like, it's, she could get better, she might not. I haven't been able to figure out, we haven't been able to know what's exactly definitively wrong with her, other than she's not walking and she sits in a cage and she won't eat and drink in the cage much. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. So yeah, yesterday afternoon she didn't look very good. Though the morning she did look good. The day before, the morning looked shit, the afternoon looked good. So you just can't pick it, right? And this morning, there's no difference. She's not walking. She's just flapping around. And, I prayed last night and I said, let her die in her sleep. That's the most humane thing to do, is let her die in her sleep naturally, right? I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to make a decision if I have to put her down. But she didn't. She's, she's just looking at me like, hello. So, I'm putting the water under her mouth and she's drinking some. And I'm like, okay, well, I have to leave you, and I put a cucumber in there, some worms, and I went on my walk, right? And, came back and she hadn't touched the cucumber. And she'd moved away from the water and the food. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't know if she drank the water. She didn't eat the cucumber. She loves cucumber. Okay. So I took her out of the cage and put her in front of the food and the cucumber and the water, and she ate the cucumber. So go figure. I mean, there are reasons that, chickens don't like to eat and drink in where they sleep. So we put her in a box in the cage so that kind of try to take the stigma away. I mean, I can't have a million cages, guys. I'm not even living at my own home, So yeah, anyway. I think I woke up this morning going, you know what, I think it's time to take her to the vet and do the right thing and, put her down. Though, I talked to my mum and my mum's like, no, don't do that. Like, you don't put a chicken down. Like, just bring her up to me. I'll look after her. I said, Mum, we've done this for a month and, nothing's changed. And she's like, no, just let them die naturally. I'm like, but this is a long, drawn out death. Like, euthanasia is, we're allowed to do euthanasia for adults now, people now with the right reasons by a doctor. And I believe in that. But obviously, chickens don't have any rights, right? They can't tell you if they want to be put down. So yeah, it's just difficult, right? It's difficult, and it's definitely overwhelming with the idea of, what to do, what to do, what not to do. I wasn't going to go to work today because I thought, you know what, just get this done. I rang up a vet. I thought, you know what, the best thing to do is just take her to the vet. Let the vet be the choice. Let the vet decide if this is, if this is doable or not. I can't get into a vet store this afternoon till 3:30. So I thought, okay, go to work for a couple of hours. Because, like what I said, I used to work in the employment space and helping people with mental health get jobs. And the statistics were that, I'm not a counsellor or anything like that. They said, it's not about, they have counsellors and all that kind of stuff, that kind of stuff. But your job is just to get them a job, because if someone is going through some mental health issues, distracting them with a job would be give them something else meaningful to do. And it worked for a lot of people. It really did. I had some success stories, some not successful, some success and then not successful, because you can't dictate mental health. Sometimes it just blows up and they lose their job. It is what it is. So I just thought, again, go to work, because sitting at home in your camper van, sweating hot, probably looking at YouTube, is probably not a really good use of time. Just go to work and distract yourself. So anyway, that is what I'm doing. And so this afternoon we're going to take her to the vet, and we're going to ask them the question. They'll look at her and they'll see that she's not looking good. She's flopping around the place. She can't hold herself up. Sometimes she can, sometimes she can't. But let a professional deal with it. So sad, isn't it? Anyway, that's the end of that. So anyway, I'm going to finish this and be done. Not be done, but you know what I'm saying. But it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to cry, and I've cried. I cry a lot, because it does sadden me that the poor little chicken is probably going to be put down, and it saddened me that I can't stay home and play with her, well, not play with her, try to give her food and stuff, and I'm like, why torture yourself anymore? So anyway, go to work, Dora. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Bye.